Hi you guys, it's me, Christine. Welcome to my channel, Vermeer Girl. Today we're going to be doing a DIY project. You know how much I love those, being an Etsy shop owner, of course. We're going to be doing a craft that is spring 2021 themed. We're making some easy, no-sew DIY felt flowers. So you can make these any time of year really, but spring is when flowers bloom most. I'm going to teach you how to make some rosette flowers, two different kinds, little embellishment on this one, and then also circle flowers. Two very easy crafts, and you'll be able to replicate these at home easily with craft felt and a hot glue gun. I will go over all of the tools and materials you need first, and then we'll dive into the instructions for both. Let's get started. Tools and materials. Hot glue, as well as a glue gun. Sheets of craft felt. Scissors that will work with felt. You'll notice that mine are Fisker's brand and they are marked felt. Sharpies or other markers. I like to use coordinating colors so that they will match the felt that I am working with. A CD or another big circle, something to use for tracing. You'll also need a small circle. You can use the bottom of a mug or really anything you have at home. And lastly, you might want some embellishments. Here I have some faux pearls as well as some headbands that you can attach your finished flowers to. Okay, our first flower, rosettes with a smooth edge. First, we will trace our CD with our Sharpie marker onto the sheet of craft felt. Then we will cut the large circle disc out. Rough cuts first, then fine-tune. After that, we will cut into the circle at an oblique angle and cut a spiral toward the center, making about a 1/2 inch wide ribbon. Leave the end of this ribbon round. This will serve as the bottom of our flower. Now we're going to grab our hot glue gun. We will start at the pointed end of our felt ribbon and roll it tightly, just like a tiny sleeping bag. After a few turns, we will start using dabs of hot glue carefully along the center of the ribbon so that the felt will stick to itself. And then we will go around and around, keeping the rosette wound tightly so it will stay in place while the hot glue dries quickly. At the end of the spiral, you will use that rounded part of the end of the ribbon to cap off the bottom of the rosette. And now our first flower is complete. Here's our second flower. It's a variation on the first, rosettes with a scallop edge. Now, let's say you want a rosette with a little more visual interest. You can give it a scalloped edge. First, we will take our CD, like before. Instead of tracing it flush against the edge, we are going to bring the CD a little inside the edge of the sheet of craft felt, and then we will draw little scallops around the edge of the disc. Then I cut the scalloped circle out roughly before cutting all the smaller scraps between the scallops. After that, I cut a spiral into this scalloped circle, but I gave the spiral a little bit of a wave to it in order to keep the petals of our rosette uniform. Once we have our spiral done, just as before, we will begin to roll our rosette beginning at the skinny pointed end and roll it tightly before adding dabs of hot glue to adhere the felt onto itself. Keep going until you get to the end, capping off the bottom of the rosette again, as before, with the rounded end of your ribbon. And now we've got our second flower. Okay, you guys, I'm giving you all my tricks. This is the cork circle I use to make my circles usually, but for this video I'll be making a larger flower, so I'm going to use this little craft pail for my tracings. So first I'm going to trace 5 circles onto my sheet of craft felt. This flower is seriously easy. This is our third and final flower of this video. It's a simple circle flower. It looks more impressive than it actually is. I usually like to make a bunch of these at once. I'll cut each of the circles out roughly, and then I will trim the edges finely. Now it's time to assemble the flower. First, I'm folding one circle in half. Then, I'm dabbing hot glue onto one side of the now half circle. Taking another circle folded in half, I'm overlapping it with the quarter circle that has the dab of hot glue. Going around the circle, I will rinse and repeat. Once I get all the way around the circle, watch carefully as I take the top half circle and tuck it under the bottom half circle. Then I'll secure that with another dab of hot glue. Finally, we will take our 5th circle and fold it in half and then in half again so that it is a quarter circle. I'll add a dab of hot glue to the corner. Then we will want to push this piece into the center of the stacked half circles. You can secure it on either side with more hot glue as well. In this instance, I thought the flower could use a little extra volume, so I cut an extra circle and added it to the center as well. There you have it. That's gotta be my easiest felt flower, sure to brighten your home this spring. Thank you so much for joining me making these felt flower designs. I hope you make some beautiful flowers. If you do, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see pictures of what you do at home. I'll put my tag here, but it's at Vermeer Girl Shop. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find my shop on Etsy, and let's connect. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel for more DIY projects, home projects, and the life of a young mom and her family. Ciao for now.